at the distinct risk of sounding like a miserable git, which actually, as I go past middle age, I really don't care anymore. I actually quite like it, in fact. Victor Meldrew on steroids, beautiful. At the risk of that, have you noticed how here in the lovely UK, maybe wherever it is that you might reside too, you notice similar things in that standards just keep dropping? And when I say dropping, I mean dramatically dropping, to the point where that joke that many people make about the film Idiocracy becoming a reality, and it actually was a documentary rather than a film, standards like that dropping, including things like IQ and education. And it's stuff like this that very much backs it up, because it was always my understanding, that it was my way of thinking, in fact, that if you weren't that good at something, or you wanted to be better at something, or you wanted to improve, you worked towards doing that, you work towards the improvement, and you get off your backside and get it done. That was always kind of my theory about it. But what the solutions are nowadays to a lack of standards and morals is to just lower them. Make people feel better by, say, for example, lowering expectations. In this instance, things like grades, GCSEs. Making it so the young'uns don't have to do as many GCSEs now. And of course, things like anxiety and stress will be used as excuses and will be blamed for lowering, which is ultimately what it is, lowering standards. They'll be used, but ultimately all it is just lowering standards. You know, you reducing the amount of GCSEs that young people have to take. We're not aspiring to things, we're just drawing it back, which is ultimately lowering standards. So what happened was, you lock a whole generation down, locked everybody down, but the young'uns during lockdown. What psychological impact did that really have? You know, because I'm sure there is elements of the psychology in regards to anxiety and things like that, but now there's even talk of about a quarter of young'uns looking to get out of work and just go on benefits, because they're weighing up the pros and cons of being in work compared to going on benefits, and a lot of them are choosing just to go on benefits. Just again, another decline in standards as an example. Yes, Idiocracy. Maybe it was a documentary. Ta-ta.